We're really blown away by the level of interest from global institutions, including significant interest from US-based groups.
Jindalee has announced a placement and entitlement offer to raise up to $11 million. Can you talk us through the level of demand for the placement and outline how the proceeds will be allocated?
We're really excited to announce the capital raise today, which, as you highlight, is partly a placement and an entitlement offer to our existing shareholders. We're really blown away by the level of interest from global institutions, including significant interest from US-based groups that really understand the SPAC market and see the potential for the significant uplift through our contemplated transaction. And so that really bodes well for us going forward. In terms of use of proceeds, this funding really gives us the runway to close the transaction, as well as accelerating key project activities, including metallurgical test work, investigating magnesium byproduct potential, as well as other optimisation work streams. We'll be progressing a range of other technical studies as well ahead of the feasibility study, as well as progressing infill drill program ahead of the transaction close in the second half of the year.
Jindalee is progressing plans to list the McDermitt Project on the NASDAQ via US Elemental Inc. What key milestones lay ahead to achieve the listing?
We announced a binding business combination agreement about a month ago, and we remain on track to have US Elemental listed in the second half of this year and the transaction complete. In terms of the milestones between now and then, in the near term, we're going to be filing in the next couple of weeks our S4 document, which is equivalent to a prospectus in Australian terms. And then between now and the transaction close, we'll be working actively to close the PIPE fundraising as well. And so there'll be a number of key milestones as we progress towards closing this transaction in the second half of the year.
How are you viewing the current conditions in the lithium market?
We're heading into a really exciting period in the lithium market. The price has more than doubled since the lows of the middle of last year. We've had basically every Wall Street investment bank, or the majority, turn constructive on the sector. There's been very strong demand growth in battery energy storage as a second durable growth driver, and we're clearly heading into a structural deficit with that price response, and we think that that's expected to continue. Just this week we had the biggest lithium producer globally, Albemarle, publish their results. That was more than double Wall Street expectations, with prices up circa 50%. That's just the start of what we expect to be a very constructive period for the lithium market, and our project is really well placed in terms of US domestic lithium chemical supply, and it's a great time to be able to take this project to US capital markets through listing US Elemental in the second half of this year.